Schools being closed and many not expected to reopen for the start of the upcoming school year. That's just one of many factors experts believe is contributing to a drop in child abuse cases across the country. That's not to say it's not happening, though. Fox 10 News' Lee Peck live outside the Child Advocacy Center. And Lee, they're expecting a flood of cases to be reported once the kids actually return to the classroom.
Yeah, Byron, they are. The fear is that many of these cases are reported by teachers and after-school caregivers. With the pandemic keeping the kids at home and out of sight, many of these cases are not only going unnoticed, but unreported. Reports of alleged child abuse are down across the country, in some cases by as much as 50%. It's not good news, though.
Everybody's telling us to get ready. We're going to be inundated with reports and how to handle that.
Child Advocacy Center Executive Director Andy Wynn says roughly 75% of child abuse cases are brought to their attention by mandated reporters, people legally required to alert authorities.
People like teachers and coaches and doctors and clergy, where, you know, churches shut down, schools are shut down, sports are shut down. The kids particularly not being able to get out and being seen by other people makes you really wonder what's actually going on.
As COVID-19 continues to force unprecedented shutdowns, Wynn says at-risk kids are less likely to signal distress if around their abusers.
And so you don't see it. And even though they may be interacting some, you know, via electronically, you know, Zoom or phone, it's real hard to tell. And the other part thinking the abuser may be right there in the room with them and don't want them to say anything.
The stress of job loss and financial hardships from the pandemic likely also contributing to more abuse and neglect. The CAC urging anyone who may suspect something to speak up.
Because it's a lot better to be wrong, you know, than saying, I wish I would have reported that when I knew something was bad. And then if it's reported and nothing, you know, there's nothing makes law enforcement or DHR happy when there's really not something negative, because nobody wants anything bad happen to a child.
And as with everything else when it comes to COVID-19, the Child Advocacy Center having to think outside the box. Many of their therapy sessions with their clients being done through Zoom as to limit the amount of people coming here inside the office. They're also trying to make ends meet. 3 of their major fundraisers canceled because of the pandemic. That's nearly 30% of their budget. Live tonight in Mobile, Lee Peck, Fox 10 News.